Hi there, this is Bucharest, Romania. I've been here for a couple of days, just chilling with my girlfriend, but wasn't planning on making a video, but I brought the camera, so yeah. I'll make a video today. The plan is to go around the city and show you some sights. Here I am on the random street in the downtown. Kinda run down. Bucharest is a mix of like you see here, like old buildings, and in the background you have newer buildings which are built in the 80s. By their former dictator Ceausescu. So here you have the old buildings, here you have these buildings here, in the bigger ones are built in the 80s. Then you have some newer construction. Here was a cool building I saw on the way here. Like they have also a lot of these like abandoned buildings here, in the contrast to this and this and this one. Head up here. I'm actually in the very, very center of the city now. Bucharest is quite affordable if you come from like Western Europe. I'm from Sweden, so very nice restaurants and cafes, bars. So we have had a blast here. Actually, very friendly people also. Romania is a Latin country in what do you call it, Central Europe. Or Eastern Europe. Most countries are Slavic, or like, yeah, more on that side, Ukraine, Bulgaria and stuff. But this is a Latin country. Or Bulgaria, maybe not Slavic, I don't know. Maybe cut that out. But you see here is I think that's the Romanian Secret Service building. I will not videotape it that much. Go over here. So get out of this. Yeah, Romanian Secret Service. But here you see in the distance the Palace of Parliament building. It's the world's second largest administrative building, so government building in the world. It's massive. And it also goes down under the ground for several, many stories underground also. You might think that this building is old, but it's quite new. It's only like 30 years old. So built in the 80s by the same dictator who also built these houses here. yeah, quite crazy. But before there was an whole city area here that was like the old town area that he bulldozed. Just torn down the buildings and made this huge building here, and also these new apartment buildings here. So yeah, and that building apparently is quite like only small parts are used for the government of Romania today, and the rest is empty. So, and that was like his baby project. Like he just wanted to build a huge building for himself, and that building over there was his wife's building, Elena Ceausescu's building. So I was planning to go over to that one, because that one is not finished yet. It stopped. The construction stopped when they had revolution in '89 and both got killed. Heading over to that one. Wonder if you can get up there from this road. Here you can see the buildings, the new buildings that he built in the 80s. So Bucharest's got a lot of traffic. Sometimes you get stuck in a traffic jam. Let's see if I can cross here now. No. Yeah, apparently also the heaviest building in the world. That one. So yeah, a lot of stone. So on this hill that there was an whole city area that was completely taken away, and a lot of churches and old buildings and stuff that just got torn down, and they built this new Palace of the People, it was called, but now it's Palace of Parliament building. In the distance over there you can see a new church or cathedral that they are building now. Quite a contrast to this communist building here, because during the communist time religion was almost forbidden, or like communists are like atheists, I believe. Yeah, here is the Academia Romana. So this is like this a science building. Yeah. FBI. I don't know, maybe it's not allowed to go inside here. But this one, I'm not going inside, there was some guard there. But so this was Nicolae Ceausescu's building, and this one was Elena Ceausescu's building. So the two of them ruled Romania for 25 years. and it ended with the revolution in 1989, when they both got shot. And after that, it has been more or less free country here, I think. But their buildings remain. Heading down again into the area behind these communist buildings. I will show you some funny or interesting detail here. Like you see here, that's the church, like an old 15th century church hidden behind here, behind these buildings. So apparently I was told that this church was moved, so it was located up on the hill where the big building is, and they moved this building down here so it wouldn't get destroyed. So they spared some of these buildings, but they moved them behind the big apartment buildings, so it will not be seen from outside. So here is a hidden church behind here. And it's also quite oddly placed. You see, here, behind here is the church. Oh, and here are some pictures where they moved the church. So you see that they moved it by train tracks down from the hill and placed it down here. So it was saved, at least. As in many communist countries, the outside is everything that matters. The back streets are not in the best shape, but this looks or probably looked quite good from the outside in the 80s. Behind here is just the old buildings that the area that I was walking in before. Leafy streets. So now entering the big boulevard here, which leads towards the Parliament building. There's the Parliament. Apparently this street is a couple of meters wider than Champs-Élysées in Paris. So the dictator wanted to make a wider road here in Romania than in Paris. But it's quite impressive, actually, this building. It's so huge. And it was built during the worst economic crisis in Romania, when people didn't have any food, and yeah, you can read online about that. But here is a lot of fountains also. Apparently 41, I think. 41 fountains I read. So that's... this one stretches a long way with fountains. I think it's in the Guinness World Records for amount of fountains which are coordinated like this in a row. walking over the street here. Look at it. Past here. So this street was probably gonna, just the main purpose was gonna be for like parades, like communist parades, and yeah, speeches and stuff. Hey. Here in behind there's a different scene. Like here is another type of building just tucked in back here of this. These ones was decorated and stuff, so it will look like fancy buildings, but here in the back just the normal communist block building. Kind of funny. I'm staying at the hotel just over here. Pretty central location. Was quite expensive, but we got a big TV and a nice bed and good breakfast, and also quite a cool building. Like an old Romanian building. So I will show you that in a few seconds here. So the old back streets. Here's a good Mexican restaurant that we had dinner. They have all different types of food here in Romania. But Romanian food is also very good. It's like a lot of meat and stuff. Our hotel has an Romanian restaurant inside. We're gonna have dinner this evening. But you have to reserve tables. Otherwise you don't get any table. So here is an old sign, which apparently is the sign of a grocery store. So here was an old grocery store back in the day, yeah, which didn't contain any food. So people had to queue here to get some small amounts of food, while the big building was built for how many billions of dollars. So I can imagine people were quite angry. Yeah. The fuck? I was like, it came a lot of water from there. I got this balcony. So here is our hotel building. La Bohème Hotel.
Okay.
Hey.
Vă așteptăm la ora.
It's also got a restaurant inside and stuff. It's a nice hotel actually, so I can recommend you staying here. Hello. but the room is it's nothing special. Although it's nice, but it just looks like a modern hotel room with a huge TV and bed and so on. So, but it's the outside of the house that's nice. So moving on here, I was thinking about going to the old town of Bucharest to show you a little bit from there, because all this used to also be the old town, but it was destroyed by Ceausescu. So now you have these quite ugly buildings like this one. So over here the old town starts. Like the tourist area of Bucharest. So here is the river, or the canal. This was also built by Ceausescu, this canal. He diverted the river that was going here on the other side, and a big square over there that the river goes under, and built metro stations. So he built a lot of stuff here in Bucharest, but not these houses. But you see the similarities of the houses, the new ones down in there in the Communist Boulevard. So they have this Gloria over the top and stuff. So he tried to copy these buildings and make new ones over there. Not really the same result, but almost. Head over here. Into the old town. These are cool. Like so many details on the buildings. So this is why it's called Budapest is called Bucharest. Budapest. This is why Budapest is called Little Paris, because all of this and it was areas like this that was torn down over the other place we were earlier in the video. So quite a shame, but also interesting. It's a different type of history down there, communist history. So old town of Bucharest. It's filled with different restaurants and bars and stuff. A lot of people in the nighttime here. Here is some other famous church.
So if you go to the Middle East and you do some mosques, for example, they might have
Latin country. Quite nice. I realized that I was going in the wrong direction. So heading down here. And over here also a very famous restaurant, one of the oldest in Romania or Bucharest. Caro Cubere, very very famous one. We had dinner here. The food was okay, I think, but it's the interior that's nice. Wonder if I can go inside. Hello? Hello? Very cool. I just do a quickie inside. It's quite cool. Are you getting tired of old buildings? I'm in construction, so I really enjoy these buildings. Can go on and watch forever, but maybe you are getting sick of this. I'm probably gonna end soon, but there is some interesting stuff left here. Actually, behind I think this behind that building. So stick with me. So here you can buy some Peruvian food here in Bucharest. You can check out my videos from Peru. Sweets from Peru. Over here is the old building of the Romanian secret police. I think it's this building. So now it's all abandoned, this grey building here, but it was the old headquarters for the Romanian secret police, which kept all the people in place during the communist era. So a lot of torture and stuff went on inside this building. But now there's no signs or nothing. But this was the headquarters of the secret police of Romania. And apparently they had like 1 out of 10 Romanian people worked for them, so you never knew who was an informant or not back in the day. You see, on top of that building there's a lot of holes. I don't know if the camera can see it in the camera, but those are bullet holes from the revolution times, because people started like shooting each other, and the military started shooting at people and so on to keep try to make order, and it was like chaos. So there's still a lot of buildings here in Bucharest which has these bullet holes. This was the headquarters of the Communist Party back in the day. So there was the balcony where Ceausescu had his last speech, and there was a lot of people gathered on this square, and they started to boo him and made an uprising, and here was the revolution started for real here, and yeah, he had to flee off this building with a helicopter, and yeah, got shot later. So yeah, now it's the internal affairs building, but it's an old communist building. So, and yeah, this is the Freedom Square, or maybe I don't know if it's called Freedom Square. I'm just thinking that it's called Freedom Square. And there is the monument of yeah, independence, or the revolution monument that yeah, symbolizes that the people are pushing through a black cloud of communism or something. Or it looks like a potato on a stick, or like an olive on a stick. I don't know. But yeah. And here is the names of all the people that lost, some of the people that lost their lives in the revolution. So yeah, hope you hope you learned something from this video. Maybe you can double check all the facts because I just recently learned them from Wikipedia and so on. But yeah, Bucharest is a very nice city to visit for at least a weekend trip, and there is also a lot of more stuff to see in Romania. So, but this trip I will only be in Bucharest, but I will probably come back and explore more of the country, because yeah, it's yeah, the people are very friendly, and food is great, and prices are quite low and stuff. So yeah, so peace out from and see you in the next video.